Time has adverse effects on everything around us. It's the one thing that we can't stop. What we could physically do at 18 is almost impossible at 68. What our parents paid for a new car in the 50s might buy a used car today. A house that was built in the 60s has experienced many repairs by now. Time has taken the same toll on Hamilton City school facilities as well. After 43 years, these facilities are requiring more than just temporary fixes. As time keeps passing by, the need and cost become greater. Now is the time. Needed repairs and replacement are not the only areas of concern. State mandates, such as proficiency requirements and federal ADA standards, are programs that require compliance. The Hamilton City School District is faced with facility upgrades and program changes to meet these standards. For example, school districts in Ohio are required to implement program offerings that will ultimately lead to student success in passing the 4th grade reading proficiency test before being promoted to 5th grade. The Hamilton City School District's extensive kindergarten screening program reveals that 50% of the students need additional learning time. The all-day kindergarten program is funded with state monies. However, the equivalent of another building is needed in order to house students all day. Hamilton schools are helping students meet challenging state requirements through computer labs in each school. The district works hard to keep students in school through in-school suspension centers. 1 out of every 10 students in Hamilton qualifies to receive special help, which leads to an expansion in class offerings with increased facility demands in order to meet these needs. Students who are gifted must be offered a varied and challenging curriculum. Hamilton schools are implementing self-contained gifted classrooms at the 4th, 5th, and 6th grade levels, with continuation of enriched education at the secondary level. Now is the time. Hamilton City Schools are driven by their mission statement.
The mission of the Hamilton City School District is to provide an environment where all students experience success
through participation in a dynamic educational system
provided by a competent and caring staff
and enhanced by community involvement.
Much of the community feels the same way.
I'm a retired teacher in the Hamilton City School District, and over the years I've seen the challenges that schools face in order to meet the space needs for children. I now have grandchildren of my own in the school district, and in order that they receive the best education that we can possibly give them and succeed in the future, we need the support of the entire community.
As the mayor of the city of Hamilton, I'm excited about the progress we have going on here. The Government Services Center, the Butler Regional Highway, the revitalization of our downtown, and the rebirth of our neighborhoods are all signs of our progress. Our schools must also keep pace with this progress. We must make education a priority in our community. It's time to invest in our future.
Hi, I'm president of the Hamilton High Boosters. I have been involved in the Hamilton City Schools for many years. Through the support of booster groups, we have been able to fund both academics and athletic programs in these schools. Now is the time that we would like for you to come together as a community and support our schools.
I'm a lifelong resident of Hamilton and have raised my 3 sons in the Hamilton City Schools. I've been a teacher for 10 years and seen the growing needs and changes of children over the past years. With this being an urban school district, we have added many support groups such as speech therapists, nurses, tutors, and things like this. But with our growing needs and changes in our diverse community, we need more space for this support group.
Support from the community can provide the necessary means to achieve the goals the district has identified to improve the school's eroding situation. Now is the time. Recent research shows that in order for our students to become proficient in science, the district must promote hands-on learning. School labs are outdated and inappropriate. All of the junior high and high school science labs must be updated to meet today's standards. a council of community business leaders has been working in an advisory capacity with Hamilton High School. They have repeatedly emphasized that in order to obtain respectable positions in the work world, students must have more computer training in high school. The junior highs and high school desperately need lab upgrades and additions in order to meet these critical societal needs. Hamilton High School and Miami University of Hamilton have partnered as leaders in the state in providing tech prep offerings, such as a pre-college business accounting technology program. The Hamilton City School District is proud to be a trailblazer with this and other innovative programs. However, new and updated technology labs and appropriate classroom space are critically important to the continued success of this program. SchoolNet Plus government funding has provided the district with 3 computers, 1 printer, appropriate software, and teacher training for each kindergarten through 4th grade classroom. Hamilton City Schools are committed to continuing technological education in 5th and 6th grades. Hamilton High School is in desperate need of an auxiliary gymnasium. The current facility was originally built to handle considerably less than the 1,800 students it now serves. In addition to sports, there are a variety of activities that take place in the gym, causing it to be in use well into the evening and forcing many students to be out late. Even though the district considers fine arts a strength of the Hamilton City School system, the luxury to provide art and music facilities to meet the needs of its students is not available. The Hamilton City School District has been very aggressive in seeking and securing grant dollars. Last year, it received a one-time emergency facility grant to upgrade some roofs and boilers, but not all. The boilers which need replacing are between 40 and 47 years old. All buildings are in desperate need of new lighting to improve the student learning environment. Many windows are inefficient, and roofs have sustained extensive damage due to weather conditions, causing the Hamilton City Schools to fall further and further behind with much-needed facility repairs. Classroom furniture replacement and minimal classroom improvements are essential. Electrical upgrades need to be made for safety purposes, as well as for technological additions and upgrades. Parking is a constant problem. With increased traffic, schools built 40 years ago have inadequate parking. A number of buildings must receive repairs or replacements of lockers, bleachers, hallway floors, room-dividing sound curtains, gym floors, and hot water heaters. In recent facility studies, all school buildings were evaluated for possible additions. The appropriateness of space was considered for building additions, as well as the age of the existing building and the anticipated growth for each location. Individual building additions include one or more of the following: classroom additions, restrooms, gymnasium, kitchen, media center, support areas, reading labs, research center, and multi-purpose rooms. Hamilton schools involve many support services, such as tutors, school psychologists and counselors, nurses, speech therapists, occupational therapists, early childhood specialists, community agencies, family resource centers, adopt-a-school mentors, and more. Many of these support personnel have no space to work. They must find a suitable closet, a space in the hall, or a dimly lit nook or cranny in the building. Mobile units previously purchased for temporary classrooms can be used in various locations in the district to fill this need. Now is the time. Surrounding communities have made a commitment to investing in education through facilities. The Hamilton community made this commitment in the 1950s, but has not been consistent in maintaining its facility needs in the second half of this century. The last successful bond issue was in 1956. The way in which Hamilton City Schools have maintained buildings for 43 years is nothing short of miraculous. Now is the time. A science lab designed for the 50s falls far short of the facilities needed to teach science today. Classroom furniture purchased 40 years ago desperately needs to be replaced. Fine arts classes should not have to share a library or a locker room for class space. Our facilities should not limit academic excellence because of lack of space or accessibility. Now is the time. The proposed $4.4 million bond issue will generate revenue, which will be used for facilities only and will benefit each one of the Hamilton City School buildings. How much will this cost the average homeowner in Hamilton? 26 cents per day, the cost of 1/2 of a can of pop. Through community support, the Hamilton City Schools can alter the effect time will have on its children's education. Now is the time. Please vote yes on May 4th.